Nearly missed the move. Seizing the moment when Mike was off balance, Carl attempted a counterattack, but suddenly his body lost balance and he fell. Mike's uppercut had grazed Carl's chin. Carl couldn't believe he was knocked down by such a move. He hadn't anticipated Mike's uppercut at all, and the blow to his jaw caused his skull to shake violently. Even though Carl's mind remained alert, his legs were still difficult to control. Jack began the countdown, and Carl claimed he could continue. However, he couldn't get up. Jack continued counting, and after the 10-second countdown, Carl still couldn't rise. Mike won the match. Although Mike was lucky, luck is also a part of skill. If Mike hadn't withstood Carl's continuous attacks, he wouldn't have won. But Mike's luck held, and he managed to win. As soon as the match ended, Mike fainted. Meanwhile, Carl hid in the bathroom, ashamed that he had been beaten by someone who had only trained for 3 months. He felt humiliated. That night, Carl's father went to speak with the gym owner about some matters. The next day, Mike was excited on his way to the gym, imagining Carl complimenting him. However, when Mike arrived, Carl was nowhere to be seen. Mike thought Carl was just resting for a day, but Carl still didn't show up the next day, nor did he appear in the following days. Mike began to worry. The gym owner noticed Mike was distracted and handed him over to Jack for training. This would help Mike experience the intensity of pre-match training, as Jack had a match the following week and was busy preparing. Jack's training regimen was incredibly demanding. After just a short time training with Jack, Mike couldn't handle it. Mike felt that Jack was like a machine, constantly training all day. Compared to Jack's intensity, his own previous training seemed like nothing. What Mike admired most about Jack was his self-discipline. Nobody had to supervise Jack. He held himself to high standards. Jack noticed what was on Mike's mind and wondered if Mike wouldn't train without supervision. Mike said that wasn't the case. He just felt lonely because Carl hadn't been coming to the gym. Jack, disappointed, thought that Mike came to the gym just to make friends, not to become a professional boxer. He had always assumed Mike's goal was to become a pro. Jack felt that if Mike's intentions were truly like this, then he might as well quit now. Jack's words were logical. Boxing isn't a game. If Mike had such thoughts, he shouldn't waste any more time. That night, Mike was deeply upset. Jack, realizing he had been too harsh in the afternoon, invited Mike to his house for a visit. Mike immediately brightened up. At that moment, Jack was in the process of cutting weight, and his only dinner was a tomato. Mike was shocked when he saw it. Jack was currently cutting weight, and his dinner consisted of just one tomato. Mike was shocked when he saw this. Jack explained that becoming a great boxer required weight cutting, and this was the most basic part of the process. It was Mike's first time realizing how strict weight cutting was. It felt like hell, but Jack seemed to handle it effortlessly. Mike thought Jack was a born boxer and admired him for it. Jack then shared why he wanted to become a boxer. After their conversation, it was already late at night, and Mike ended up staying at Jack's place. That night, while they were trying to sleep, Mike noticed Jack's real suffering. Despite eating so little and exercising so much, Jack was enduring hunger. When he couldn't bear it anymore, he would go box. Eventually, he opened the fridge just to look at the food inside, struggling with the temptation. Mike witnessed this entire process. After Jack fought his inner battle, he finally returned to his room. Mike began reflecting on his own life. He realized that being a boxer was no easy feat. After spending the day with Jack, Mike was inspired by his determination. His focus during training completely changed. Even the gym owner noticed Mike's transformation. On the night of Jack's fight, Mike attended as a spectator for the first time. Sitting in the audience, he could feel the intense atmosphere of the match. As the rounds went on, Mike was amazed by Jack's power. In one round, Jack knocked out his opponent, and the entire audience erupted in cheers. Mike was thrilled, watching Jack